for the Certified Six Sigma White Belt program. So this is my profile. I am not going to read it out now. Probably once you decide to learn from us in a long-term mode, we'll be sharing everything with all of you. Right. And what is that today we are going to talk? That is most important to all of you. So there are few agenda points which I wanted to share with all of you, and that will clearly make you understand why should you consider learning Lean and Six Sigma, right? And these are the topics I have chose. Why there are many of us have this question: why am I not able to grow fast? Maybe we are really doing very well, but at the same time, we are not able to reach the better levels. And so that is going to be the first agenda point. And then the second one is why the industrial projects fail. The industrial projects, maybe you might be part of an organization at the entry level, middle level, or at the top management level, and you might be floating several projects, and most of the projects fail. And that point of time only you might realize, oh, why is these projects are often failing? What can actually make every project a successful one? We'll touch on that. And then Six Sigma prescribes a methodology called DMAC: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. What does it actually means? Even a fresher, even a person who really do not know anything about Six Sigma, can easily understand, no, the DMAC methodology, because I am going to tell all of you that DMAC methodology is nothing but the methodology medical doctors use while treating their patients. And same way, if you also work in your profession, you also work like a medical doctor, you will not have any issue in understanding the DMAC methodology, and that is also going to happen today, right? And then benefits of Six Sigma certification, and why should we learn the Lean and Six Sigma certification program in an online mode? How an online training can going to be much better than a classroom training, and what can actually make that, and how are we successfully training our students in an online mode itself. In fact, the experience is going to be much better than a classroom training, and all that we are going to inform you so that you can take an informed decision about your Lean and Six Sigma career. Fine. So before entering into the topic, see, I think the audience, some of you may be running a company, you might be an entrepreneur, and some of you may be working for a company, you may be an employee in some organization, you might be working at the top level, you may be holding positions like general manager, CEO, COO, plant head, quality head, and you might be holding good position. You might be part of the top management, or you might be part of the middle management. I often expect coordinator to mute. Then all of you are made co-host only to ensure you people react and mute if an abnormal disturbance comes from any participant. Participants, please make sure you stay muted unless you want to ask me a question. And you can post your questions in the chat, and every 5 or 10 minutes I can be informed about the question, I will be answering. Fine. So you may be part of the top management, you may be part of the middle management, or you may be part of the down level management, or you may be just a graduate passed out looking for a job, or you may be a student doing your pre-final year or final year part of your education. And this training program is going to be highly beneficial to all of you. This is really true, and this is going to be highly beneficial to all of you, no matter whether you are a student or you are a part of the a leader in the organization, or even if you are doing a running a company and this Lean and Six Sigma is going to be very, very helpful to you. So let me just orient my talk towards the people who are working for organization, the so-called employees, because the proportion of people who work for other organization is much much higher than the people who run the company on their own. How can I position myself to grab the dream job which I want? For that, you all should have a basic understanding about there are only two types of job in any organization at any level. And one is you will be made a process owner. What do you mean by a process owner? If anything goes wrong, you will be questioned for that. And you are called the process owner. Nothing but you are a task executor. Everything will be informed to you crystal clear, and then you just have to execute, right? And according to the design and according to the instruction, and you are called the process owner. And in companies, you may be called as sometimes technician, sometimes operator, machine operator, sometimes the designer, or sometimes the programmer, sometimes the quality checker. And all that you will be doing is you will simply execute a particular portion of a process, and then you will report and what you have done. And so one type of job is process owner. And there is another category of jobs, what we call it process managers. And he is responsible for the execution of the critical processes in the organization, right? And when you consider the process owners, they are generally part of the operational team, or we call it the down level. They are part of the down level in the organization, and then they will be contributing for the day-to-day activities. When you consider the process managers, and they managers will be part of the down level management, will be part of the middle level management, and you will also be part of the top level management. You will see managers at all levels, right? And these are some designations. At the entry level, you might be joining as a trainee engineer, and then you will be promoted as observed as an engineer, and then probably after several years you might retire as a senior engineer. So you begin your career as an engineer and then end your career as an engineer. So this is one way. And here you will be depending on your technical skills. On the other side, there are positions like manager, general manager, plant head, and then I will say the president, vice president, CEO, COO, and things like that. And these people will also be requiring the technical skills, but in addition, for them, the managerial skills will also be highly important for their career growth. So broadly, there are only two categories, right? One is process owner, other one is process manager. You can make your choice at the initial stage of your career itself. You can decide whether you want to spend all your time here in the down level, here in the operational level, or if you are going to work for a company for about 20 to 30 years, and within the 20 to 30 years, and do you really wanted to reach the top level and then play a good role there, and then what you need to do? And that is what we are going to discuss in the initial part of this program. Why am I not able to grow fast? Because your career growth mainly depends on the choice of skills you choose to learn. I'm sure all of you are skilled in many, many areas, right? And depending on the level of skills you have acquired, and the career growth, or the acceleration of your career growth depends, right? So as I was telling, process owner, and then process manager, and the next stage could be you could be a leader in the organization. And what is that you really choose? If you decide to choose, I mean, if you choose yourself to be a process owner in any organization, that means you are too much reliant on the technical skills. Of course, I'm not saying that technical skills are not important. Technical skills are absolutely important, absolutely essential. If you equip yourself fully on the technical skills, then probably you could be a very good process owner in any organization, and then your growth is also limited. But if you choose to be a manager, right, come on to the second level very quick. And that means you should not only focus on the technical skill, you should also be able to focus on the managerial skills. What are those skills which can quickly transform you from the stage of process owner to process managers, so that you will have an opportunity to transform you into a very good leader in the organization, right? So your choice of skill, what you acquire in the initial stages of your career is going to decide, no where are you going to stay in the organization in majority period of your experience, at the down level, at the middle level, or at the top level, right? Fine. So what actually makes